Hello my friends, I hope all you are fine. This is Narrative Stories channel. Let's start this story. For years, the world of Daniel and Emily was a meticulously crafted mosaic of love, family, and success. They were the envy of their friends, a couple who seemed to effortlessly balance careers, parenthood, and a passionate relationship. Daniel, a respected surgeon, found solace in the precision of his work, while Emily, a talented interior designer, transformed spaces with her artistic flair. Their home, a sprawling suburban mansion, was a testament to their shared prosperity and love. Yet beneath this polished exterior, cracks were beginning to form, subtle shifts in their dynamic that Daniel attributed to the stresses of life. As days turned into weeks, Daniel's suspicions grew. Emily's once radiant smile seemed forced, her laughter less genuine. Late nights at the office became a frequent occurrence, followed by excuses and promises of quality time that never materialized. A nagging doubt crept into Daniel's mind. He began to notice discrepancies, unexplained absences, and cryptic text messages. A detective in his own life, he started piecing together a puzzle of deception. The evidence was damning. Deleted emails, suspicious phone calls, and a trail of lies. The final blow came one cold evening, when, returning home unexpectedly, he found Emily in a compromising position with another man. His world shattered into a million pieces. The man he believed to be his soulmate had betrayed him in the most intimate and painful way possible. The aftermath was a maelstrom of emotions. Anger, disbelief, and a deep-seated sorrow consumed him. Confrontation was inevitable, a tempestuous exchange of accusations and recriminations that laid bare the fractured foundation of their marriage. In the wake of the betrayal, Daniel found himself an island, isolated and adrift. The once vibrant home echoed with silence, a stark contrast to the laughter and love that had once filled its rooms. The impact on their children, Emily and Daniel Jr., was devastating. Their innocent world was irrevocably altered, and Daniel was torn between protecting them from the truth and preparing them for the challenges ahead. The legal battle that ensued was a grueling ordeal. Divorces are seldom amicable, but the added complexity of infidelity made the process even more painful. The division of assets, custody arrangements, and the public scrutiny were a constant source of stress. As the legal proceedings dragged on, Daniel began the arduous task of rebuilding his life. Therapy became a lifeline, providing a safe space to process his emotions and develop coping mechanisms. With the support of loyal friends and family, he started to reclaim his identity, rediscovering passions and hobbies that had been neglected. Time, as they say, heals all wounds. But the scars of betrayal run deep. Daniel learned to live with the pain, to find solace in the love of his children, and to appreciate the unwavering support of those who stood by him. He discovered a strength he never knew he possessed, a resilience forged in the crucible of heartbreak. While the memory of the betrayal would forever be a part of him, it no longer defined him. He had emerged from the shadows, a survivor, ready to embrace a new chapter, filled with hope and possibilities. Daniel, once a man of precision and logic, transformed into a shadow. His world narrowed to a singular focus, uncovering the truth. The meticulous surgeon became a relentless investigator, poring over phone records, emails, and bank statements. His home, once a sanctuary, became a crime scene, each corner holding a potential clue. The digital age, with its promise of connection, had become his weapon. He learned to navigate the murky waters of online surveillance, tracing Emily's digital footprint. Social media, a platform for curated perfection, now revealed a different narrative, a series of carefully constructed lies. The man on the other side of the affair, a faceless entity, became an obsession. Daniel delved into his online persona, constructing a profile of a man who had invaded his life. As the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, a chilling realization emerged. Emily's betrayal was more extensive than he had imagined. A web of deceit, woven with calculated precision, had ensnared him. The discovery of intimate messages detailing their clandestine encounters inflicted a fresh wave of pain. And then came the ultimate betrayal, the knowledge that the man she loved had been a guest in their home, a phantom in the shadows, while Daniel slept upstairs. The detective in Daniel was relentless. He needed closure, a tangible proof of his wife's infidelity. The confrontation was inevitable, a showdown that would either validate his suspicions or shatter him completely. Armed with evidence, he stepped into the lion's den, his voice a cold steel blade, cutting through the lies. The ensuing chaos was a tempest of accusations, tears, and denials. In the end, truth prevailed, a bitter victory that came at an immense cost. Daniel had always prided himself on being a devoted father. His children, Emily and Daniel Jr., were the center of his universe. Their laughter filled the house, their tiny hands holding his heart. Now, as he navigated the treacherous waters of divorce, he realized the true extent of his love and the sacrifices he was willing to make. Protecting his children became his paramount concern. The thought of exposing them to the sordid details of their parents' failed marriage was unbearable. He shielded them as best he could, creating a semblance of normalcy amid the chaos. But children are perceptive, and they sensed the undercurrent of tension. Their questions were innocent, their worries palpable. Co-parenting became a delicate dance, a tightrope walk between maintaining civility for the children's sake and the raw emotions that churned within him. Emily, once his partner in crime, now felt like a stranger, a ghost haunting the periphery of their children's lives. The house, once filled with laughter and shared moments, now echoed with silence. The weight of the world rested on Daniel's shoulders. He was the provider, the protector, the emotional anchor. He learned to cook, to clean, to be both mother and father. The loneliness was a constant companion, but he found solace in the love of his children. Their laughter was his sunshine, their hugs his medicine. As time passed, the initial shock began to subside, replaced by a determination to rebuild their lives. With the help of a therapist, he learned to communicate with his children about their feelings, to answer their questions honestly without overwhelming them. Together, they created new routines, new traditions, a new normal. It was a journey filled with challenges, but it was also a journey of profound growth and resilience. The path to healing was arduous, a marathon rather than a sprint. Daniel discovered a strength within himself he never knew existed. The man who had once defined himself by his career and his role as a husband was forced to reinvent himself. He embraced new hobbies, rediscovered old passions, and filled his days with purpose. Therapy became his sanctuary, a place where he could unravel the layers of pain and rebuild his shattered self-esteem. With each session, he peeled back the onion of his trauma, confronting his fears and vulnerabilities. The process was excruciating, but it was also liberating. He learned to distinguish between self-blame and accountability, to forgive himself for not seeing the signs. Surrounded by a supportive network of friends and family, Daniel found solace in shared laughter and heartfelt conversations. Their unwavering belief in him was a lifeline, pulling him back from the depths of despair. He discovered the power of human connection, the importance of leaning on others when the burden feels too heavy. As time passed, the sharp edges of grief began to soften. The memories of the betrayal no longer consumed him. They became part of his story, not its defining chapter. He found joy in simple pleasures, in the beauty of nature, in the company of loved ones. He learned to appreciate the present moment, to live life with intention. The journey was far from over, but Daniel was no longer a victim. He was a survivor, a man who had emerged from the ashes of heartbreak stronger and wiser. He carried the scars of his experience, but they were badges of courage, reminders of his resilience. His story was a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure, to heal, and to ultimately thrive. Let's delve deeper into Emily's character. Beneath the facade of the perfect wife and mother lurks a woman grappling with her own demons. Perhaps she was a victim of low self-esteem, trapped in a loveless marriage, seeking validation and excitement in the arms of another. Or maybe she was a calculated manipulator, using her charm to control those around her. We could explore her childhood, her relationship with her parents, and any traumatic experiences that might have shaped her into the person she became. What drove her to risk everything for a fleeting affair? Was it a midlife crisis, a desperate attempt to recapture her youth, or something more sinister? By understanding Emily's motivations, we can create a more complex and sympathetic character. Her story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked desire and the consequences of betrayal. The story is not merely a tale of betrayal and redemption. It is a symphony of perspectives, each note contributing to the cacophony of emotions. Emily, the architect of deception, is a complex figure, her actions driven by a cocktail of loneliness, desperation, and a thirst for forbidden excitement. Her narrative is one of regret, of a life unfulfilled, of a woman trapped in a gilded cage. Victor, the other half of the equation, is a shadowy figure, a man who promised adventure and escape. His world, too, is complex, a facade of success masking inner turmoil. His involvement with Emily was a brief, intoxicating interlude, a distraction from a life that lacked fulfillment. As the dust settles, the narrative shifts to encompass the children, innocent victims caught in the crossfire. Their perspective offers a poignant counterpoint to the adults' turmoil. Their resilience and ability to find joy amidst the chaos become a testament to the enduring power of childhood. The story becomes a mosaic, pieced together from multiple viewpoints. There are no easy answers, no clear-cut villains or heroes. Each character is flawed, complex, and capable of both love and cruelty. The narrative explores the ripple effects of betrayal, the ways in which it fractures lives and alters destinies. It is a story of loss and redemption, of healing and growth, a testament to the human capacity for both destruction and creation.